Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another match in the Challenge Log Tournament. My name is Angels. Joining me today on the mic is Ricky of Kiri. How are you doing?
Doing good.
And this is gonna be a good one. We have the second game here between BenCreighton and darkrid in the tiebreaker game, which is basically if you go 0-2 here, you are eliminated. However, if you do go 2-0, you have made it to the bracket. And as we see on the lovely Triforces down there, darkrid won the first game.
Right, so BenCreighton needs to win this one in order to stay in the match, or else if he loses, he's out of the Challenge Cup.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. And as you see, it is the standard. Well, excuse me, princess. Well, that's not something to be sad about, though. 300 is just off the bat.
Yeah, that's going to help them get the money for Zorat.
And that is also probably the first time I've seen the Zelda 1, or rather Link 1 sprite.
True, very true.
Yeah. What weapon are we gonna use in this game today?
Cane of Burna.
Okay, Cane of Burna, really interesting weapon. You have to be really good with your magic uses. Really nice that it actually got a bomb there. Doesn't need to think about back of escape, but one little tip you can do when it comes to the blue cane is that the enemies will always go upwards when you hit them. So if you position yourself well, you won't have to use as many, as much mana as maybe.
Right.
Yes, we are heading into Rescue Zelda. You know one thing I really have wanted to see now?
What was that?
That was that the Zelda, when you're using Link 1 sprite, it basically make it looks like that Zelda.
That'd be neat.
It really would. Okay, so we got the map in the first test, so only one small key, but then is all items. Yeah, BenCreighton, they even been lucky in getting a second bomb and darkrid as well.
Yeah, so clearly the prize pack for the soldiers is the bombs, which is nice.
That's gonna really help them. Because, yeah, they can use all of that money to bomb Merchant and Sora later on.
Yes, and they don't have to farm for bombs when they get out of escape.
Yeah. Ben might have to be a little bit more careful with his magic uses because he has used significantly more than darkrid. But that is the worst pattern the god can give you.
Ooh, pulls it off though. Doesn't know where. Nope.
It's a good thing here that the Shango was pretty nice. And look at that, even more bombs.
Yep, that fills up darkrid's capacity.
Yeah.
So definitely not going to be a bomb problem today.
Yeah, certainly doesn't look like it. Yeah, both our runners have well enough bombs, and they're probably gonna find more bombs once they head over to Kakariko as well, because there's so many items.
Yes.
So 4 items and 1 small key left. Any exceptions of what we are gonna find when it comes to the items?
This early in the game, it could be just about anything. If I were playing, I'd be really, really hoping for the power glove and the hammer especially. But we'll see.
Yeah, the hammer having that really, really nice damage when it comes to the fact that it does temper damage.
Yes.
But the good thing here for Ben is that there are a bunch of pots down here in the sewers that does give you magic. So if it would run out, there is an easy way to replenish it. And there do we have the guaranteed small key.
Oh, nice on Ben's side. He used the last of Mana magic to get the key.
Yeah. Thank you, the beeping is over, but we do get some literacy.
Yes, the book.
Getting the book early though is really, really irritating because it does open up deserts super early and it's one of the most required, when you require the most items to be able to beat it.
Right.
Exceptly also for its value with the fact that it only has 2 items.
Exactly, and it's kind of out of the way.
Yeah. Well, look at that flippers.
Oh, the flippers.
We will see no hula hand right now.
No, that's true. At least not the flipper Houlihan, anyway.
Yeah. And we're having a map check here, so blue pendant up in here, otherwise we're crystals. So we might see some Hera pot if we go into Hera.
Depending on how early they do it, though, they need the hook shot to do pot.
Yeah. But look at that, 4 bombs from the tier 1 triple as well. The seed is very, very generous.
Yes.
How come when I am on the regime, the seed is gonna be so
stingy,
so dry with bombs?
Right?
Well, get your ped hype going because Ben is just running over there to check that. Well, look at that hookshot for darkrid. Well, it's not gonna be any ped pulls today. And one of the good things with getting the hookshot early is that you can use it to just go quicker. It is a very nice way to navigate in the dark world. And you can also stun these enemies to make sure they don't kill you. Yeah, into the Kekurika village, and we're gonna start off with Blind's hideout.
This has been a very nice seed so far for the first 8 minutes.
Certainly. Okay, so blue mail, the bad boomerang, red rupee, and a piece of heart. We're getting all of the defensives. Yeah, time for well.
The mirror.
So there's a lot of things pointing to the mountain right now.
Yes. Ooh, Canis Samaria.
Someone should call Phantom Mayor because that's gotta be the cane! And we are going along with it with that swagnet as well. Wow, we have got both of the boomerangs in Kakwiko.
Yeah, both of the boomerangs and both of the canes this early in the game.
Did somebody order McDonald's because I'm loving it. I don't like that though.
I missed it. What was on the library shelf?
That was Red Goo. Sitting there taunting us that we can't turn it in yet.
Oh, there's a sword. No, don't. There you go.
Muscle memory being too strong.
Yes.
It looks like Ben is not gonna do this blind as well. He's gonna have to go back and after check this.
Right.
Yeah, saving quit here. Where is he going next? Has possibility to go either to Eastern or start off South Shore. Could even be making his way over to the desert. However, I would expect us to at least have some sort of a fire before we head over there in case we have to finish it right away.
Right, well, he also needs the power glove also to get to the back.
That is also a good point. But we have already a lot of good stuff.
Yes.
And a nice little hook shot through the block there. Don't know what the trick is called.
I think it's like a hook clip. Which I probably butchered that, but you know.
How original. Well, we have that sword money. And
Yeah.
a little bit of a gamble here as well. At least we're gonna learn if this is gonna be boot locked.
Yes. Yeah, I would have just waited till I had fire source and gloves. That way I could guarantee I could get the crystal at the very least. Well, hopefully guarantee.
Yeah,
Depending on the
hopefully.
big key location.
However, Ben is not going for that bait. But
Ooh, Moon Pearl!
The Merle. When I'm looking at this, I'm so sad we don't have a glove yet because I could definitely see one of them just saying, okay, I'm gonna gamble a mountain.
Right. Moldorm's giving Ben some trouble. That one being very... There you go.
The easy way to do that is to shoot them from below or above.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
Oh,
the
no.
glove.
So reversed south might have been the play.
Yes.
Well, there's a small key in the first chest.
Right, which opens up the other two checks. He hasn't checked Torch yet, though.
Doesn't need to do that quite yet. Well, there's a big key at least, so that's good.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
As you can hear, our computers are working hard to make this race memorable. Well, while that was happening, we did see the cape there, which we right now honestly don't want to see.
Right, that's a step one towards Aga. One possibility.
Yep, only the lamp missing then. And with the items we have found, if we do that, we can do a lot. We can either gamble pod, or we can go upwards, check catfish, and then head over to the left side. We have some more economy coming in from the hobo. Yeah, I really love that raft. So we're gonna see water cave now. Two items in here that can be very, very nice. Nope.
Or not.
Yeah. With definition on not. But okay, here choosing to go up to eastern instead of doing all of the thoracics. Ooh, what a dose! Well, at least we know now what the flippers were for.
Right.
So what does the king of scammers have today? As we learned that the green pennies is inside a rock. Ooh.
Piece of heart.
Yeah. Ooh, the hammer. We are not gonna see Aga today. Well, the speedrun has officially begun for Ben. And the fact that he did get the boots here does help him once he decides to head over and check what desert has for him.
Yes, absolutely.
But this might actually turn into a mountain check.
it'd be an out of logic mountain check, but absolutely he could just do the dark old man cave.
It's like, why not? You have the boost. It's gonna
Exactly.
take quick to get up there.
First bottle in Eastern Palace.
Yeah. But at least they get to do this with a sword, so they can
Yes.
navigate.
Yes. It'll be interesting to see, since he has the mirror, if he decides to go up to Tower of Hera and do the 2 checks in there, even though it's just a pendant dungeon.
In this moment, we have seen a lot of pendant dungeons being in the tiebreaker of the races, so I would expect first, or he would have over Sec East side because there are a lot more items over there. Then he might be thinking of Hera.
Old man has another bottle.
Yeah. And we did see an attempt there to get spin speed. It looks like he got it this time though.
There we go.
Ooh.
Ether.
Ooh.
And the Titan's mitts.
Oh wow, we're gonna be able to do a lot on the mountain. So what Ben should do after getting Titans here, he should just head over to the east side because he has that mirror. He can, if he chose to, go into Hera after he's done the east side. And we also have the fact that the fire basement might be a thing.
Right, of course.
Okay, so we have seen everything in the Eastern and doesn't seem to be anything too interesting over there. Okay, I love that bunny sprite. A little bit unfortunate that we didn't get to see the map check there from Ben, so we could figure out what we need to do in this. Oh god, another 300. That is correct. Thank you so much for correcting me there. So just a hard container in the first. And a small key, so it is a fire required basement. However, we are gonna see the Hera pot instead. That looked a little bit too high up.
Yeah, I have so much trouble with this clip. Oh, there he goes.
Perfect. Yeah, I've done it once. So that trick we saw is called Hera Pot. It is quite a new trick, however it is not bannable. There are a few of those ones where you are not allowed to do it though, because that will make you finish the game immediately. But the other ones are fair game. So yeah, that is also both the items in Hera. Like for example, you are not allowed to do it on the ones in Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, if you do it in Hyrule Castle, it takes you straight to the Ganon fight for some reason.
Yeah. Yes, best one, the one who checked the ped. And darkrid might be thinking about doing that now as well. Is that Zenbot that he's choosing it to do it now because he's gonna enter the two Wheelers of Outcast or Skull Woods after this, so why not check it while he... Well, a good fight from Ben at least.
He's not going to be happy when he finds the hammer and Srasula's though.
Yeah.
Because that would have made that fight a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Time to head over to the east side. And there we have the map check. 5 and 6 in TT and in Meyer, and the last planet in Skullwoods. I do quite like that crystal setup. It has a lot of execution heavy here.
Yeah.
But we do have the Bane of Green Pendant TR to deal with. Well, at least Darkrid is not locked in. Well, at least he finds his bow over in the Paradox Cave.
Nice.
And I think that has been both of the items in Skullwoods. I have not been paying too much attention to that side of the screen.
Must have been because since he's leaving. Or he's fire locked.
I don't think he has been on the back and on the fighter room.
That's true.
Well, we have the single arrow Destiny on Bumper Cave.
Single arrow of destiny is going to have to stay there.
If this would have been a daily, I could have seen Darkrid going for it. But with Ben's play here makes you wonder, was it the lamp locking the mountain or was it the flute? Oh, Ben's choosing to skip out on Hookshot Cave.
Well, he doesn't have the Moon Pearl, so I don't think he could do Hookshot Cave.
Ah, that's fair. You're right, the Super Bunny state to get in when you do Super Bunny Cave. And I think Ben might be thinking about heading over to Eastern, which in this case would be really good for him.
Yes, yeah, it looks like he's doing that now, which is good for him to get the hammer. But the question is, how much longer does he put off Aguna?
So the flute has been found.
Oh,
So looking like it was the flute locking the mountain. And one of the more irritating rooms for Darkrid. But yeah, this is gonna be a last location desert for Ben, which it's understandable, to be honest. Okay, so we're going deeper into to the thief town here. But so far, only the flute really which has been of interest here. But yeah, we did get that small key, so off to the big chest we go. And Ben is not gonna leave it up to chance for that chest behind the dark room, so we'll fully clear Eastern. So, what does the pun master say today? The desert often has dry humor. And because of the items here, Darkrid has kind of chosen to do this fight in a lot of ways. But he is now gonna opt for the blue cane here as he goes into the last phase of the fights and gets it. So, Darkrid gets the first crystal of the seed. Same time, Ben navigating through the back rooms here. Could be a little bit hard to do. There's a lot of enemies in here which can't get in the way. However, it looks good so far for Ben. And everybody, 07 in the sets for the duck. And we are gonna get the sick kid sick after that. And it is a piece of heart, so it's nice to know that sick kid really appreciates the fact that we are coming and visiting him here while he's sick. And we get a Master Sword actually in the CES game. Really nice for darkrid. But there's one little bit of glaring issue right now for darkrid. The longer darkrid chooses to stay away from desert, the bigger of an advantage it will be for Ben. But yeah, Ben also gets his first crystal of the seed. So we're gonna see digging game here for darkrid, and it looks like Ben might be entering the dark world by Link's house, and we'll probably then start off with checking what? Nope, he is not. Right, he first needs to head over to the desert and get that moon pearl. Well, there was nothing on digging spot, or dig game at least. And there we go, at 36.5 minutes, dark world access for Ben. And he's gonna also head into deserts. No, is he? Yeah, he is. Same time, darkrid finding bombos in K45. And Stumpy only gives us some rubies today. So darkrid here could have the option here to head into swamp immediately after checking Hype Cave. There's a lot of people who really wants to be able to just go mode Swamp Palace and skip out left side, but we might have to just do it instead. Yeah, it looks like that is exactly what darkrid is gonna do even before doing Hype Cave. And we are joined by our third commentator of the evening. Welcome, Wes, to the call.
Hello? Am I on the internet? Okay. There we are. At least somebody appreciates my Seinfeld references in chat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you to Ricky of Kokiri for stepping in for me there. Taking the first half of the race while I rushed home from work. So looking like we had fun. I overheard something about AGA 1 still being possible on my way home. Looks like that's no longer the case.
It was that for the longest time, though, with the fact that we were a lamp away.
Oh yeah, hello. Dark Agate. No, thank you. So,
but yeah, quite a difference on what our runners have found so far. But still, they have arrived both in Swamp. And And Ben, this is the first thing Ben decides to do when he gets into the dark world, head into swamp. But at least he found that mushroom in Hype Cave. But the good thing here for Ben, swamp is really fast if you have the boots because of just how big hallways is. The amount of hallways, rather, should we say. I can't seem to hear my co-commentator, so a little bit solo on the solo to begin with.
Oh well, it helps if you don't hardware mute your microphone accidentally.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah. Sorry, just kind of coming in hot, as they say. Trying to get everything adjusted and talk at the same time, and I apparently flipped a switch.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
But the good news here for our runners, we have found all of the medallions.
So yeah, that definitely eases your mind. Although that does, as was mentioned during what I heard while I was on my way back, that does still leave green pendant TR looming large. That is a phrase that can strike fear into any rando runner's heart. Is green pendant turtle rock?
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like darkrid thought this was a pendant, so he mirrored out.
Oh yeah. Ooh, ouch. That's bad. Luckily he caught his error and is going back in to get that crystal instead of continuing under that false pretense and causing himself some pain later.
Yeah, absolutely. And nicely to sync here between our runners.
Just constant high-fiving.
High fives all around.
Alright. So that mental lapse by darkrid is gonna give Ben a chance to probably finish this up before darkrid does.
Yeah. Interesting that he chose to just not do Arcus and mirror and head over to the left side.
Although, like you said, he might have just not realized it was a crystal until he, because I believe I saw him map check before he came back in, and then he went, oh wait.
Yeah, he did it twice as well, just to be sure. But this is really good for Ben, though, because he will, as I said earlier, swamp amazing when you have the boots because of just the amount of hallways and the fact that mirroring puts darkrid behind on where you are right now in the palace. It's just good for Ben because of those boots.
Yep.
And the fact that he sequence break up the mountain to find the titans.
Yeah. All right. So there was a sequence break to get titans. All right.
Yeah, titans were on Spectre Rock.
Oh. That's one place to put them.
Yeah. It was that last location move which is definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah, that never feels good. Last locationing anything sucks, but Moon Pearl especially, yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, that's one key.
Alright, so Ben, a couple rooms ahead now. Kind of surprised we haven't seen that big key yet. But at this point, it's going to be on Argus himself.
Yeah, all locked.
Even up on crystals at the moment, I see, with chat saying Ben sequence broke Eastern Palace. So
Yeah, not having either lamp or fire rod.
well, to be fair, Eastern is one of the easier ones to go ahead and do without a lamp.
Yeah.
Probably, honestly, the first dark rooms any new runners should learn is the Eastern Palace dark rooms, and then probably right up there alongside the old man rescue.
I would almost say the old man, because he's gonna come in more often.
Yeah.
Just because of how many items you can get up there to make with it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have everything else except a light source to get to Death Mountain, and that's all that's blocking it, that's like a good 7 or 8 checks that you can sequence break to get just by one room. Well,
Hey.
technically 2 rooms, but
Yeah, and if you get to skip the lamp, if you can do all the dark rooms, then sure, write me up.
very close here on the Argus fight, as Ben allows Argus to get away from him. One there. So they both are now on the whack-a-mole phase, I like to call it.
Yeah.
Ben, though, gets that last hit in. And darkrid, not too far behind.
But it is the big key from Marcus, though.
Oh, dear. All right.
I have not been keeping track, so I don't know if it is a map or a compass or something in there, or if
Yeah,
it's nothing.
It looks like it's an item, because Ben just no hesitation went right back in, so...
Compass
Meanwhile,
same
darkrid.
for... Yeah, that might signal that it maybe isn't. Oh, map and compass are both on the left side? Ooh.
Yeah. So this could be interesting for darkrid. Although he looks like he's checking hype first here.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that mushroom.
Yeah. Okay, the moment of truth.
50 rupees. All right.
Dub.
Crisis averted.
Yep. The only hope now is that darkrid is not going back for that.
And it looks like he was.
He haven't checked Bombo's tablets yet, so it might be that.
At 47-minute Stumpy, given the 20 rupees.
Yeah.
I don't know why I felt the need to point out that we were checking Stumpy at 47 minutes in. Don't mind me, I'm just like... First time hot swapping in like this. I'm used to being able to kind of read things from the start, and now I'm just like trying to catch up on all the information.
Yeah. I can see Fire Rod being here. But it isn't.
Nope. Not quite the red item we were looking for.
This is not the red item you're looking for.
Move along. Oh. Speaking of Dark Old Man Rescue.
And that looks wrong when Link 1 is digging.
He's just digging with what looks like a Stalfos arm. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, it makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, the
Way too many digs for way too little of anything of worth. Yikes.
Yeah, absolutely. However, right now, the longer darkrid stays away from Sora, the more and more time Ben is gonna get over him.
Indeed. I'm assuming Zora had something important. Look.
Well, let me say this. One of them is currently doing speedrun, the other isn't.
Oh, that's just rude.
It was on the ledge, so it was not from the scammer.
I don't know if that's better or worse, to be honest.
Me neither. That's a nice way to drain mana, so you can set up the fake powder.
Yeah. At least you don't have to worry about mashing the button all the time. You can just stand there for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Although he seems to be having a little bit of an issue with it. Can you do fake powder with Jeremiah following you, or?
I think you can. That is weird.
Nope. Nope. Bombs are not going to help you fake powder.
Yeah, that's not gonna summon the bat.
Oh, he's just pressing pause before Y. Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, we don't hear that sound. Not with that attitude.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and turn Jeremiah in, and he's assuming that's the problem. Get that net gain of 10 rupees.
Yep. Not scammed by them today. I just love it when you get 1 or 5 rupees and therefore get scammed by them.
Oh. Actually, it looks like he's just gonna say forget about it to the fake powder and just hope it isn't anything important or that he finds powder at some point.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, fair play.
Okay, so hopefully it isn't anything, because I saw a race where that was the definitive factor. Because otherwise it would have been a double dip GT.
Oof. Oh.
It was a wonderful little boot with quiet GT, with the boot being in Batcave. You okay over there?
Yeah. Just a little hiccup. Don't worry about it. Literally. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Mafka's having a bit of a good story here. Remember that 30-person play where one person got in and they got in cursed recently before they found fake powder. But yeah, Ben probably wished that he had that Master Sword before doing Swamp.
Yeah, I was about to say. I didn't even realize that it. To me, it looked like he had Master, so I wasn't even thinking about that. And then I saw him get Master Sword out of chess game, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Something, dark side. Oh wait, no, wrong reference. Sorry, math.
That was a good episode, though.
Yeah. Pretty much all three of their Star Wars one were pretty good. Even the one where they clearly were like they made an entire like spectacle of how hard they were phoning it in was at least fair to middling.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just simply because they took the jokes about phoning it in and executed them so well. Like the opening crawl had like a, hey, here's this elephant bouncing across the screen simply because I can, because Fox will do anything I ask them to.
Yeah.
Like, Characters from like the Cleveland show are showing up just because it's like, okay.
Yeah. And then I remember the joke in the end. What about the prequels? I think Cleveland show was gonna do those.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We interrupt this Family Guy Star Wars special nostalgia to bring you a Link to the Past randomizer race, already in progress.
Yeah, and Darkrid doing Spy Cave.
Alright, just for 50 rupees there.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, Spike Cave is just one of those ones where you just feel bad if it's not anything important. It's like, I took all that damage and wasted all that magic for 5 rupees, or in this case 50.
Yeah. So, Darkrid choosing to not even gonna consider Hookshot and Super Bunny Cave.
Interesting. He's gonna take that Bombos medallion and Master Sword and make an Ice Palace play.
Yeah, it's possible with this seed to be able to beat it without the fire rod. It all depends on where that GTP key is.
A 216 out of 216 tournament? Ugh. That just sounds like a special kind of you-know-what.
Yeah.
And points to Umaga.
Yeah, those are some valuable internet points, yes, one.
Yeah. It's like if At Midnight wasn't hosted by a terrible person. Oh, sorry, that's a little bit too personal. Anyway, moving ever so swiftly on.
Hi, well, welcome to this commentary where we just talk about random things all the time.
Yes. And now Conway Twitty. Oh no. Okay. Please, Darkrid, do something. One of these runners, do something entertaining, please. Screw up the blind script. Screw up the bomb jump, something.
Save us from ourselves. Well,
Darkrid does not get the quick kill on the two big guys, and then has a bomb blow up in his face.
Hopefully he gets the bomb jump them first try, because he's not gonna have a lot of bombs for this.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have exactly 2 bombs. So hopefully his setup is good. Usually I use sword, and you really need tempered or I'm better at it with tempered or butter than I am with master or fighter.
Yeah, I would recommend, if you're gonna do coaster, that you at least have the master sword, because otherwise you're gonna have to do spins against those puffs, and that is not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah. So Darkrid did get it first try, so nicely done for him.
Nice save.
All right, and he unfortunately isn't going to have enough bombs to go bowling, but speaking of bombs, that's a nice 8-pack drop if he wants it. Yep, he wants it.
It has been so generous, man. Escape had bombs on the green guards, tier 1 had 4 bomb pack.
Interesting. Alright, so Ben now looks like he's going into Skull Woods. Have we seen Darkrid do this?
Yeah, Darkrid has been in Skull Woods, and don't remember it was being anything.
Yep, well, the shield, one shield there.
As I said, don't remember it being anything. Well, at least we got a little plastic shield for the little plastic guy.
Yeah. Every little bit helps, right? Right?
Yeah.
Alright. Darkrid continuing to try and dig items out of Ice Palace here. ₹20. Not anything too interesting in ice either for the moment.
Well, all of the sects have now been checked in front of Skullwoods. We didn't see that one earlier.
Alrighty, and there's another big 20. So that's 2 out of 3 items in ice being big 20s.
High sense that we get 3 out of 3? Question mark.
And small key.
So I am hoping that darkrid chooses to sword off this.
Okay. Well, we'll see what he decides here. Whoop, whoop, having a little bit of trouble getting that to go there.
It's just ice physics, don't worry about it.
Yep. Alright, and iced tea room. A little piece of love. So that's all 3 items in ice. Nothing doing except for the crystal that Cold Stare is guarding.
Yeah. But you can just go mode this, and this is why a lot of people tend to leave ice for last.
Yeah. Alright. Goose is loose, duck is amok for BenCreighton.
Yes. So Ben is a little bit back in logic now, at least.
Alright. Whoop. Whoop. Thief hot on his tail. Decides to mirror out for safety.
He might have been thinking about doing a Graveyard Ledge into Kingstone, but chooses to not do that and head over to Ice instead.
Alright. Meanwhile, Darkrid immediately casting Bombos to get rid of the hard outer shell protecting Cold Stare. And, oh, I was like, he's getting the hammer out even though he has Master Sword. Interesting.
10% damage, man.
True. It is kind of annoying to hit these guys with hammer, though.
Yeah, I would much more prefer doing spins, trapping them against the wall. However, the movement has not been the best at the moment.
And reverse there, reversal of fortune. The Cold Stare's had him cornered for a second.
Yeah. He does have blue goose, so it's fine from that old man. But this is what kind of tends to happen though if you choose to do this fight without fire art. You can get really easily too much stuff on the screen happening at the same time.
Yep. Alright, there we go. Darkrid takes down Cold Stare. Receives his crystal and his compass.
How many bosses have we seen today with compasses?
Sounds like quite a few.
Yeah. I'm starting to wondering if the bosses is what about the pastime? Don't remember what that sport is called in English right now, so don't mind me.
I want to say it's... Well, no, cartography would be the study of maps. Orienteering, I think?
Yeah. Apparently it's the same in Swedish as in English.
Alright, Ice Palace Bomb Jump coming up from BenCreighton here. Nicely done.
Yeah, Darkrid is gonna head into Pod. Another place which is really nice when you have those boots.
Indeed. And I've been noticing a trend lately where Palace of Darkness will have the lamp in it. So, we'll see if that holds true today.
Yeah, it's either the lamp or the hammer.
Lumaga, I could be wrong. That just like it like tickled at the back of my brain there.
That sport is really interesting, though.
Oh, hey, I was right for once. Hooray! Or gets to agree with me instead of pointing out how wrong I am for once. Hooray!
Well, Ben not liking that map. Or is using that to set up?
It might have just been set up.
Before. That looks like it can work if you position yourself right. Oh, he's so close with it as well.
Yeah. Decides to give it up as a bad job, though.
Okay, I need to practice that one. That one looks way more easier to set up. Well, thanks so much to Scepter for giving us a very valuable lesson today.
Yep. And that would be why I remembered it, because there was actually one of my classes in junior high made like a bootleg orienteering course, and it was called orienteering. So that's probably why I remember that word.
Yeah. Okay, I like that definition of it in chat.
Yeah. In real life, blind speedruns. I mean, he's not wrong.
I used to love doing that in school. It was so much fun.
Alright. So, Ben working his way through ice, and we're going to be focusing on darkrid here to see what pops out of Palace of Darkness here.
Yeah. It do choose to go through the first key door before going here, so realizing that there might be just something hiding here on the Bollock section.
Alright, well, we'll see if he's right. Palace of Darkness has been kind of shedding its business in the front party and the back reputation the last couple of seeds I've watched, at least. But looks like we're not quite there this time, as that's just a key and a map.
Okay, so pretty passive one today, and darkrid is just gonna go ahead and catch some fairies here.
Good game knowledge there.
Yeah. But did you know that that could have been one of the rooms we had never figured out? If we were looking at the first playtest of the...
I did not know that.
Yeah, because in the first playtest, there were no cracks in the walls.
Interesting.
So yeah, it was more like Zelda 1 in that way. And you had to hit the walls with the swords to get that sound when you're hitting a door. But playtesters deemed that was too cryptic.
Alright. I mean, I can kind of see it, especially back in the Super Nintendo days. But you know, I was sitting there, and when you were talking about, you know, hitting the walls with swords to find the difference, I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking like Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid, where you could punch the wall or lean up against the wall and knock on it to see, you know, what had recently been redone and, you know, what was hollow behind.
Yeah.
And that was in the original Metal Gear, which was on the MSX. So,
yeah. Well, Ben also has used that logo against the pops.
There we go.
Both of the pops have been doing a really good job trapping our runners in today.
Yep. And Ben's gonna have to be a little careful here, because he's down to 4 hearts. Those cold stare hugs hurt, even with blue mail. Darkrid, meanwhile, trying the hammer yump there and failing.
So lucky for Darkrid that ice hit him, so he had IVs when he was going through the path.
All right, looks like he's gonna try and do dark maze here in Palace of Darkness.
I have just decided that I'm just gonna use the ether or bombos whenever I get into this room. I started doing that lately. It makes the room a lot easier for some reason. I don't know why.
Probably because it gets rid of the fire spitters, so you don't really have to worry about them as much.
Nah, that's not it. Well, it looks like Ben is just gonna give up as a whole on the fake powder. Yeah, burn the mushroom, we don't want to see it.
That's some passive aggressive there. Actually, that might just be straight up aggressive at that point.
Yeah. Oh my.
I almost said it as a joke. I almost said it's gonna be powder, and then the screen loaded in. That's amazing. Oh my god.
Somehow, the seas never stop to amaze me.
Ooh, lads, all right. Ben going to Palace of Darkness himself, probably to try and cool off. And I can't say I blame him.
He has already beaten ice, so he can't go there.
Oh, I see what you did there. Well played. So darkrid continuing on down here is gonna go ahead and do Dark Turtle Room and make his way to Helmisar King.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, if you're confident enough in the dark rooms to be able to do it, you might as well do it while you're here.
Yeah, and they do have both a lot of medallions that they can use. Just run in, do one bonk, and then activate medallion, and you see how many ones you have eliminated.
That's an interesting way of doing it. I never thought of doing it that way.
Yeah. Oh, for some reason, Ben didn't get the rebound from the spin. But I guess this is a fair way to do it as well. Darkrid did pick up some fairies, so it should be fine.
Belted that with the sacrifice to Math Girl there, claiming he'll feel so bad when Lamp is on powder. Yikes.
Yeah, that is definitely gonna hurt.
All right. So, Darkrid continuing to try and make his way through the Dark Turtle Room here. Looks like he might have it. Indeed, he does.
Good job. And then
All
you
right.
did not get the extra turtle today.
Well, that would be very interesting to trigger in the dark, because don't you have to go into the door on the same frame you defeat Mini Helmisar to do that?
I don't even know what triggers that, to be honest.
I feel like it's doing something on the same frame as entering the door, and I feel like it's defeating one of the Mini Helmisars in that room. Speaking of defeating Helmisars, Darkrid making quick work of the 17 hammer hits to the mask, and making pretty... Wow.
Look at that that RNG as well. That was really,
Wow,
really...
that was pretty.
Oh
And
my
that's
God,
the
no.
ice rod.
No, stay away from our seed.
Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no.
And you do know, Firewall can be on laser beams technically with the key logic.
Oh, why'd you put that evil out into the world? Oh no! Alright, darkrid gonna go ahead and do Eastern now, which you guys have already seen. It'll be new to me though.
Don't expect too much.
Or I wasn't.
The reason why I'm saying that is because I am known to curse runners.
All right. So, yeah, actually, wow. We are in light source go mode. Am I reading this correctly? Hold on. Wow, we are. That's just rude.
Yeah. And in the darkrid's case, we are in Schrodinger's go mode.
Oh yeah. Oh, good lord. Yikes. That's just painful.
Yeah. So I'm expecting right now that the lamp is gonna be in Meyer, to be honest. That is one of the only places we have not checked yet.
Oh man.
Or it's gonna be that hookshot cave.
Yeah. I mean, well, okay, Hookshot Cave isn't quite as rude as it being in Meyer would be.
Well,
But
both our runners have been close to it. With Ben did the Super Bunny in the Super Bunny, and the Darkrid just choosing not to do Dark Death Mountain like at all. Only opting to do that spike.
right.
And we do also, of course, as stated in the chat, that fire is fired in GT at some point though.
Darkrid missing the quick kill on Armos Knights. Well, or never mind. No, he didn't.
It wasn't quite a quick killer we thought we was gonna get, but it was the quick kill that we got. That is really hard.
I applaud the effort. All right, so Darkrid going ahead and getting that out of logic crystal to go with his other out of logic crystal.
Did you say it was out of logic?
Well, okay. Technically, I guess we can't know that yet, but
It probably is though.
yeah. Right. It depends on it entirely depends on where that lamp actually is, or that fire source. And it looks like Darkrid is going to make the play to Misery Mire here.
Yeah.
Well, Misery Mire and the Desert Palace, at least.
Yeah. Okay, so just some bombs on Pyramid Ledge. And it looks like we're also gonna get our friendly neighborhood catfish.
Yeah. All right, there's 20 rupees and bombs in the Mire Shed.
And remember, guys, right now I would consider Ben to be in the driving seat because of those boots. But if he loses today, he's out of the tournament.
Yeah. It's just a matter of if Darkrid finds the lamp and is able to, you know, go start clearing. Speaking of finding the lamp, Checkerboard Cave. Well, hello there.
Well, Darkrid is officially in Schrodinger's go mode.
All right, so there is a 21 out of 22 chance that that darkrid is in go mode here.
However, Ben is gonna be following really closely here.
Actually, do we know if Desert is boots locked yet?
We have been in Desert, but I don't think it is. I don't remember. I think we found the small key in the first test, and then the big key on the other tests.
At any rate, darkrid deciding to go into Mire first here.
Please, Ben, go to checkerboard.
Yep, there he goes. Alright, so it's gonna come down to boots versus no boots here. So that's definitely gonna be advantage boots, but
Ladies and gentlemen, BenCreighton at 1:20:05 is in go mode.
I felt that. Alright, Godmire? Question mark?
Possible?
Exclamation point?
Is it possible?
Interrobang?
Ooh,
Silvers! Well then.
The only thing that could be potentially stopping Ben here is if it is locked by the fire rod and it doesn't know the bomb setup in
Alright,
3D.
compass on the torch. The other thing I want to point out, as chat points out, BenCreighton still has to go finish Palace of Darkness.
That is a very valid point.
So those boots are definitely going to come in handy, but it's going to be a wash here because darkrid isn't going to have those boots, and that's going to loom large.
Yeah.
All right, there's that big key there. So we were not boots locked in Desert.
Yeah. Look at darkrid's health.
Oh,
He has fairies, but he should still be very careful. He probably doesn't want to use that until he gets to to the boss.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we have a race going on.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have a race here, and down goes a fairy for darkrid. Alright. And, of course, we're probably going to see Big Key in the cutscene chest in Mire. Why wouldn't it be anywhere else? Never mind, there it is.
Continue talking. I'm making the seed bearer for runners. Wait, is that a good thing?
I mean, in that particular case, yes. darkrid better hope, though, that Big Key is not on the location I usually guess in our guessing game. Because that would mean he needs to go find those, get those boots off the Zora ledge.
That would be really sad, though. At least he got silvers.
Yeah.
To make victories a little bit easier, he will not be able to use all of the swords, though.
Yeah. But the other thing you need to watch out for on darkrid's side is look at his arrow count. He needs an arrow drop for silvers to really be useful to him. I mean, yeah, it'll still kill off you know, five eyeballs if he gets gets good shots off, but that's still a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Meanwhile, BenCreighton takes down Landless, gets that crystal there, and $20.
Yeah.
And I would assume he's just gonna go to Dark World here and do Misery Mire.
You would
And I
assume
would
that,
assume
right?
correctly.
Yeah, he would have been losing time if he chose to do pop first.
Yeah. Alright.
So you think Ben wasn't comfortable enough with the dark pod?
I would assume so. I mean, it's one thing to be able to do the the U-shaped hallway with all the rupees, because that's a fairly easy dark room. It's another thing entirely to be able to do, say, something like the dark maze or the turtle room. Like, I don't personally know how to do either of those two. It's kind of on my checklist for next year. Hashtag rando resolutions. But you know, like in my position, if I'm in Ben's position, yeah, no, I want that lamp before I go do Palace of Darkness as much as possible.
Yeah, fair enough. My rando resolution is I'm gonna be playing in the next season of the OOT rando.
Nice.
I was gonna play this year, but then the Challenge Cup happened.
Yep.
And I decided to play that instead. And look where I am right now. I'm gonna play in the buy race.
Yeah. On the first there, which will be streamed across both Zelda Speedruns and here on the Go Mode Podcast Twitch. I think details are still up in the air on that. I haven't been able to check that today, but all right,
Yeah.
Creighton with those silvers now.
Yeah, the staff have been talking behind the scenes about what they're gonna do about that.
Yep. All right. So now darkrid just needs to complete Desert here, and he will be able to head to Ganon's Tower. And he will be hoping that a little bit too low on the mirror there. Feels bad.
Yeah. Slowpoke, sit in the corner.
All right. BenCreighton now picking up his Misery Mire Big Key. Gonna be cleaning up house there.
Didn't seem to know about the little shortcut there.
Interesting. So if I'm darkrid, after I clear out Desert here, I strongly consider going to where where Ice Palace is, except in Light World, and purchasing an arrow capacity upgrade.
That's actually a really good point, because it will fill up your arrow count. So really good point.
And that'll make sure he's well equipped for everything Ganon's Tower has to throw at him. Well, with the exception of item location number 3 in most routing.
Yeah, there are though a few pots in ET that will give you arrows.
Right.
However, they can be really irritating to reach, especially if you get that very early the big key.
All right. There's 1, there's 2, and nope, didn't get the 3rd one.
Nah, yeah, not good RNG on that one.
Although, nice use of the Ice Rod to take out Landless, by the way.
Yeah, a little bit harder to hit, but deals about the same damage as Fire Rod.
All right, and down goes Landless for darkrid12. So, we'll be starting up a very fun game shortly. There are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower basement, one of which is going to have our big key. As soon as I issue the command, hold on a second, chat. I will be issuing the command, and then you can put your numeric guess into chat, and then I will close the betting when I see darkrid open his first chest in Ganon's Tower, and then we'll see what happens from there. All right, here comes the start command. So, Angles, you're going with 9. Rufio going with 3, the torch. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say 19.
Are you making so they have to have Fire Rod?
Oh, ouch! No, I didn't realize that. Oh, ouch! Oh no! Oh no! Commentator's curse incoming! Oh no! Mistakes were made.
Come on, man. It would so if they can't do the bomb jump though, so that would be entertaining. Oh, that is a stupid little bonk rock.
Oop, there we are. Alright. Alright, darkrid continuing the climb up Death Mountain to get to Gan's Tower. Oh, I guess is in chat. Good to see.
Yeah. A lot of low ones because of us not having Fire Rod yet.
Yep.
And
Some
Ben-
interesting routing here by Darkrid, by the way. Usually you see runners go into Dark World on Lower Death Mountain instead of coming all the way over here to open up the Turtle Rock passageway.
Well, the reason for that would be because of he had a very bad dead rock place.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that then.
And I do like what Darkrid is doing here. He's just seeing if he can find a Fire Rod in any of these 6 outside DT here.
Well,
Yes.
and also he might be looking for those boots. Just as that insurance policy.
Very possible as well.
Or another thing he could be looking for, he could be looking for a sword upgrade. Because yes, we have silvers, so that dulls some of the pain, but you do still have to do a bunch of master sword spins to get to phase 4. So
That is very true. Well, he gets some blueberries. Some more blueberries.
Gotta get those antioxidants. Red mail. And a piece of heart. And a convenient health refill. Nice. Which he immediately loses one because of the fall, yeah.
Yeah, loses about half of what he got.
Yep.
And look at
So-
Ben, he's not gonna be far behind.
No, he's not, honestly. He's almost to Helmstar King himself. Alright,
Yeah.
Darkrid opening up Gan's Tower here. Oops, that's not the command I want to run. Dark is in go mode, yes.
Possible go modes, we say. We don't
yeah,
know what it is.
Yeah, depends on where that big key is. There's a couple different ways to go south for him in a hurry. We're gonna go ahead, Darkrid is in Gan's Tower, so we're gonna go ahead and hit that stop. 15 points up for grabs for the winner of this one. Chest number 1 is a piece of heart. Chest number 2, small key.
And with that, Ben has finished off Helmasaur as well, and he's gonna make his way up the mountain soon enough.
Get out, B-Scar. Out. Item number 3, we don't need the boots. It's gonna be a fire shield.
But holy horses, we might still need a Fire Rod.
Right. All right. Chest 4, 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Number 4, small key. Number 5, piece of heart. Number 6, fire rod.
Okay, official go mode for Darkrid.
Number 7 is 50 rupees.
At least he's not going for the dark magician strats.
Yeah. Number 8 is gonna be 20 rupees.
So I do another scream.
Whoop. Oh, that's one way to do it. Okay.
Not seen that one before.
I think he's just really trying to conserve his magic for things upcoming because we don't have half magic either.
Yeah, possible. Well, go mode.
Yep. Chest number 9, number 9, number 9 coming up for Darkrid here.
Come on.
Nope.
Oh, wrong
Small
key.
All right, rando room upcoming, so named because you're honestly not going to see this room unless you're in randomizer. Or at least, I mean, you could see this room outside of randomizer, but people will probably give you funny looks if you're streaming it on Twitch.
Yeah.
10,
And
11,
Ben-
12, and 14 coming up here. 10, 11, 12, and 13, no go.
So Ben is also choosing to look in Hookshot Cave for some extra swords.
Alright. And the question remains now, where is that key gonna be? darkrid, nice damage boost.
Didn't even think of doing it that way.
I was wondering what he was doing, and then the second the enemy started crawling towards him, I was like, oh, that's clever. Oh, doesn't have the boots though, so he's gonna have to do a bomb jump here. I think he's got it though.
It is hard to line up when you don't see the floor.
Yeah. So chest number 14, Bob's chest. Bob living because fire shovel, nice. Because
the
fire shield
shovel.
on the torch.
I want that. I want the fire shovel.
Yeah. All right. Ice Armos fight coming. Nothing doing. All right, 15, 16, and 17 coming up. 15, heart container. 16, the other shield. 17, 10 arrows.
Really nice for darkrid, actually. But yeah, it might have been required fire run. There are only 5 6 left in DT.
Alrighty, so number 18 coming on up here for darkrid. We'll see if number 18 is going to be the tile room. It is not.
It's going to be compass room. Oh my god.
Well, darkrid, you need to watch your magic usage here, buddy. You also need to watch the amount of time you're spending here. Yeah, you might just want to think about restarting, Dark. No way that door stays open long enough for him to get into. Oh! Never mind, I take that back.
That has happened to me 2 times. And I hate it every time.
It's glitched. 18. 19 is tempered. 20. 21! It's in the tile room! Number 22!
Oh my god!
Congratulations to Shellmill1990 for guessing 21. When it's on number 22, the tile room. Oof. Anyway, going back to the explanation that was cut off by me making sure I didn't miss the big key. Blastro, I believe it's glitched on all versions of the game as long as you leave the item on the torch.
Oh no, darkrid been locked into the Warmaster.
Oh, and no magic to be able to do the cape glitch. Ouch. Oh. But it looks like BenCreighton is going full left too, so we'll see if BenCreighton decides to do tile room first before trying to do right side.
And very nice game knowledge as well from darkrid, knowing that the magic was.
Yeah. All right. Got enough to activate the cape and use cape glitch. All right. Meanwhile, Ben gonna be able to do the bonk there to. All right. So. You're welcome, Balestro. We do try to interact with chat while we're commentating. All right. So darkrid, after a few false starts there, gets that big key in the tile room.
Now let's hope Ben doesn't try to Galaxy Brain, because it would fun enough made him lose time.
Oh yeah, because he would still be on Master Sword.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just mean-spirited. All right, moment of truth time. Yep, he's dashing across. He's gonna have tempered, but at the same time, this is gonna be more time for darkrid to make the climb up the gauntlet.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Ben has the boots. Darkrid does not. That could help close some of this gap once Ben does get up into the gauntlet.
Yep, there are a few hallways where the boots is gonna help.
Yeah.
One of them coming up in the next room for Darkrid.
Yeah. And by the way, Darkrid needs to be careful here. Oh man, half a heart.
Somehow did not get hit at all there.
Alright. Hup, hup, hup. Makes the cannonball run. Wow, he is just YOLOing this for as long as he can. He's got a fairy, so he's well, okay, never mind. He no longer has a fairy.
That animal was just straight up. You're gonna use a fairy, and I'm gonna make sure of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna get interesting.
Yeah. Nice little fairy pick up there for Ben.
Yeah. Always kind of hard to time those bubble beams, especially in this particular room with everything else going on all around you.
Yeah.
All right. Ben having a little bit better luck running around, getting his cardio in, getting his steps in on his Fitbit than Darkrid did.
Yeah.
Darkrid, however, is to the Landmo 2 fight.
Yeah, and unfortunately has no way to actually get any more healing stuff at all. So this health he has here, that is what he's gonna have to rely for both this fight, Moldorm, the rest of the tower, Ago 2, and the Ganon fight.
Well, he is gonna get a little bit of magic in this next room here.
I was talking about the hearts.
Well, yeah, but he can use the magic to get a fairy or two once he does get past these next couple of rooms here.
It was Ben who got the powder.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Sorry.
So he has to play out of his mind right now.
So that's another thing that could come into play here is Darkrid's health situation.
The magic, is he gonna have enough?
Oh, he has a blue goo. Okay.
Thank God, thank God, thank God.
But that's also going to invalidate one of his backups for the Ganon fight. I mean, granted, Tempered and Silvers should be okay.
So to answer one thing I saw is sat there, for the Darkrid to be able to get that fairy, he would have to use Ether further close to that tree, and I don't think he would want to do that.
Right, yeah, because Darkrid doesn't have those boots.
That was bad enough magic.
Oh, and now he needs to kill the kill for the extra key here. Nicely done.
But yeah, look at that, half of a climb between them right now.
And probably a bit of a closing gap here due to those boots on Ben's side.
Yeah.
All right. The full magic refill opts not to use any of that magic to powder. Darkrid doesn't have the powder. I apologize.
1-0 to Trolldorm. Sorry, I meant Quake, not Ether.
Alright. Alright. Round 2. Going a little bit better here for Darkrid. There we go.
And Darkrid is gonna be happy with his equipment.
Yeah. I mean, you really can't get too much better than this.
Yeah, time for the room that is really irritating when we don't have boots.
Yeah. Alright. Ben now. making his way through the torch puzzle here. Got
And
it.
it's time for the geometry wizard.
Alright, time for Darkrid to go off to fight in the Geometry Wars. That is gonna be a double at least.
It looks like a double.
Yeah. I think the one frame rule. There we go. There's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I think that's 2-2-1 so far by my count.
Yeah.
Yep, 2-2-1-1.
And with that,
Darkrid.
it's time to grab some bacon.
Math Girl plugging all of the things in chat.
And we have found the butter!
Nice. However, that's not that much of a difference here because it's tempered in butter. Really doesn't make too much of a difference. You're still slashing at Ganon.
Yes, certainly when you have silvers, it is not a big difference at all.
Yeah, and I think depending on the timing here and how well Ben knows his geometry, I think Ben's going to be taking down Aga2 about the time Darkrid is taking down the Big Pig himself.
Depends
Unless
on the
something
wards
stupid
here.
happens.
It all depends how many wards you get here in the third phase. Oh, he's still in second.
Oh, well. He's got to be in third by now.
He should be, yeah.
Yep, there it is. Oh, but he's gonna not be able to take advantage of that first stop there.
Yeah.
And now is at the mercy of the warp RNG. Oh no, Ganon, please.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ganon, please.
Oh no!
Ganon, please.
Come on!
Well, at least he got the hit in. There's another one. All right. Wow, Darkrid is just not able to get the hits in before the fire ring comes out.
Yeah.
There we go.
I haven't got it. But look, Ben is about to enter the Ganon fight. Don't have that item up! Sorry, my heart can't handle that. Silver's my 1-2 weakness.
All right. There's one shot. There's the torch glitch.
Double potential here.
That's the bottle. That's a double. That was a triple! Wow! Darkrid with the triple to finish off the Big Pig. Darkrid. Gotta avoid the most dangerous 1x3 bridge in all of Hyrule here. Get your GGs ready in chat. And that is Darkrid gonna be finishing in first place with an official SRL time of this is when I realize I don't have IRC open. Whoops.
He finishes off with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 47 minutes and 13 seconds. And with that, Ben is eliminated and Darkrid has made it to the bracket stage.
Well played by both runners here. Glad I got to see that's world record. Lol. Glad I got to see the back half of this one. Well played to both runners. Are we gonna be joined for an interview here?
Let's wait until both of them are ready. Oh, very nice firewall shot for Ganon there.
Alright. Alright, looks like we're gonna wait for both runners to finish here. Speaking of which, Big Pig exploding for Ben.
And he finishes off with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 48 minutes and 28 seconds. GG.
Alright. And here they both are. Welcome on in, you two. GG's, well played.
GG.
What was this game? I came in this not expecting yet another execution race. Because I see that now. What had happened in Swamp, I wanted to mention, I forgot which one was which, and forgot that Skull Boats was the pendant. That was my early mishap there. we were down to even you had butter against me in that last fight. I can't. I've
Yeah,
never gotten
total-
a triple like that.
Yeah, I randomly opened up that chest, that one chest out of those last 4 in four in Gauntlet, and that happened to be the one with butter.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna check them. I feel that you would have made the same plays as me aside from maybe a few dark rooms. But other than that, I felt you were really close behind when I realized I was in go mode. However early in. I came in this like thinking I was gonna lose because I am definitely the underdog in this. This is my first sub 152.
Well, big congratulations to you then for that personal PB.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you're gonna PB, a good place to do it in is gonna be a match and tournament.
So out of curiosity, did you where's powder and boots?
So, funny story about that powder. Ben got the mushroom, and very shortly after I swapped on for Ricky of Kokiri, was attempting to fake powder, and couldn't quite get it, and left, and then later on looped back around to turn in the mushroom, and the fairy had the powder, or the witch, excuse me, had the powder.
yeah, vanilla powder, and I don't know what it is with that glitch. 90% of the time, I can fake powder just fine, and then that's happened to me once before, where I'm just like, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm out.
Yeah.
There's one thing we heard. We never heard the activation of the red cane.
Yeah. Math Girl was saying she thought you were pausing before you were hitting Y, like you were getting, I think she was trying to say you were getting the sequence backwards or something. I don't personally fake powder, so I'm not too well versed on it. And then to answer the second part of your question, Darkrid, the boots were on Zora Ledge.
Yeah, I never went to KZ nor Waterfall Fairy. I had flippers super early, and I was just like, you know what? No. I have Dark World access, let's go do that first, and then I'll wrap in Pyramid Fairy or Pyramid Ledge and Catfish with them. But first I went to Mire, because I was going to go ahead and do Mire without Lamp. And then found Lamp before Mire. I'm like, that's go mode right outside Desert. What is that?
You can personally think less for that.
Yeah, because I was on fire with the calls right before something happened in this seed, because I was thinking about joking about the powder thing right as the powder happened, and then I was talking about you needing to find Lamp, and as you were entering Checkerboard Cave, and I had to pause mid-sentence to go, speaking of finding the lamp.
Was that about the same for you, Ben? Lamp being go mode?
Yeah, also Lamp Go mode. I think you must have gotten Dark World access ahead of me, because I did the Dark Room up into Mountain early, and that wound up not entirely being a bust. I got Titans, which made that Dark World routing a little easier, but...
Yeah, I found the Merle early, and then the Hammer right after it, and I was just like, we're going now. Because of where that glove was, that was what was delaying me. Which I forget where it was now that I think about it. I'm thinking Eastern area, but I might be wrong.
The glove was in Mini Moldorn.
Mini Moldorn. Yeah, Hammer was in Eastern then, right? Sahas. Because I grabbed Merle, Hammer, Glove, and since I was right there, it was just, how do I want to route that? Chose Dark World, and everything just kept coming. I'm like, what is this? Then I picked up the Ice Shroud later off of Podboss, and I'm like, don't give me that. Because I know that the Lamp could have been in the beginning of TR, maybe even the Fire Rod, so it was just, I don't want that.
I also said that, actually. Don't give us that.
It was worrying. From then on, I'm like, I haven't dipped a single dungeon aside from Skull. I don't want to do another one, or pendant-wise.
Yeah, I was feeling a little behind, and I was hoping, since I did Death Mountain early, like, maybe by the time he got up there, he had Turtle Rock access, and might have been, like, wasted some time messing around in there, because that was my other problem, since I did Death Mountain so early. I went ahead and dipped Hera, and that was a big waste of time.
I actually, for once, did not follow my normal route. Usually I would have gone the mountain too. That's my normal thing. I prefer routing up the mountain, getting that warp point, and in this case, it probably would have saved me some time. Aside from the fact that Flute gave me access up to the mountain to get mitts. If that had not happened, I probably would not have gotten those mitts for a little while longer. But I went from Thieves Town over to Ice, I believe, getting all of Southern Route. Hit Pod at Eastern, because I think at this point I went up the mountain to get the bow from Paradox. And then I just did all the dark rooms, because I was like, at this point, I need to either play dark rooms and get them all, or I'm going to be looking for a fire rod or a lamp. And it's a good thing I made the plays for dark rooms. Because that led me to Misery Mire.
Yeah, that was my other big time waste, is I did pod without lamp and then chickened out before doing Dark Turtles, because that's just not something that I've practiced. I usually have at least Fire Rod.
I prefer having Fire Rod for that, but I had Kane and Bombos, so I decided to give it a shot. I think I spent an extra 20-30 seconds in there because the turtles were being rude, and I had missed one.
Yeah, I needed to either keep in logic and avoid it until I had lamp, or suck it up and and do the room. The splitting the different stuff ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah. I really had fun with this match, though, because this is the second time it was a close match. And both times I managed to keep up with you, and I thought I was going to be behind.
Yeah, man, my last 4 races, the 2 with you, and then the 2 before you with Quiz...
Yeah.
Bowl? Quiz Bowl? Yeah.
Yeah, Quiz Bowl.
Yeah. 4 straight losses, but within a minute or 2, at least, each time.
Yeah.
Yeah, c'est la vie. That's rando.
Yep.
Really unlucky that you did the last location, that Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I don't think that was even quite last location, because I could have gotten King's Tomb. Bottle Boy was in Logic. There were a couple of spots. I didn't dip Desert without a fire source. I had that in my head too. Actually, that would have been my next move.
That was the thing that gave me the morale, was because I decided to go into the desert with it to find out if boots were required. Because then it would tell me that I probably needed to go look at KZ's area. And lo and behold, it would have given me boots, but without knowing that, I could go ahead and finish it, I decided it'd be better to know. Because if it was a pendant, no, I wouldn't have dipped it. I would have just went straight for a Gina, because I did not want to leave a Gina today.
Yeah, see, I would have actually been more likely to go in if it was a pendant, just hoping, like, maybe I'll get whatever values in there and not have to double dip, but
Okay,
I thought about it with that early book, but my thinking was, if I can find either a fire source or a weapon before getting in there, I can hope to find the other one in there, but without either knowing it's going to be a double dip if I head that way, I decided to head over to Mini Moldorm and flipper checks instead.
Yeah, I did do flipper checks. I got to Hobo and chose to go up to Eastern. So that was what I had done instead of Mini Moldorm and Ice Rod and things.
Yeah, well, thank to both of you for such an entertaining race, and good luck in the back estate, darkrid.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I had fun, and I only saw the back half of it because I had to come in late and swap out for Ricky of Kokiri, which, by the way, thanks to him for commentating the first part of this race. Thanks to our trackers and our restreamers, or I put plurals there when there weren't any in this case. Math Girl restreaming and Oro on the tracking duties. It's a pleasure co-comming with you, and we've got another race coming up here in about 45 minutes. So go get some snacks, get some food, whatever you need to do, and come on back. There's more Challenge Cup action to come here on the Go Mode Podcast Twitch.
Yeah, so make sure you press that little beautiful follow button for that. And also, make sure to check out the Go Mode podcast. The last episode they talked about the gift of quizzes and lowest percent seed corrections, and as well as prize packs. So that was really awesome. Thank you guys, and we are signing out.
Have a good night.